Welcome back, guys. Thanks for stopping in. So what we've been seeing yesterday was a disaster. I'll show you what we got into here in a little bit, but it's just been hard to find a field. We want to get going, but they just aren't. They look ready, but their moisture, they're so rubbery. The pods are so rubbery, it's just holding moisture. So I don't know, these are 13/8. We've been putting them in the bin at the farm. Hopefully they'll dry down. We'll put some air on them, but I'll show you how disappointed Eric was yesterday. We were supposed to combine his field and plans changed a little bit.
Well, here's a big day. My first ever crop being combined. We just punched into my soybeans. They're looking good. They look good all year. This is exciting. Payday, baby. Well, the beans are no doubt a little green. We are getting some bloopers. He said 11 to 15% moisture depending where he is. Low spot here is higher moisture. The pods are cracking good. You know, they're threshing out really good, but might be a little too early. So we're gonna try some here and see what happens. Well, we had a demoralizing event. Beans aren't ready. They were averaging 14%. We're gonna give them a day or maybe two. Try to get them below 13. That way we don't get docked in town. There are a lot of large bloopers, so gonna get cold tonight. Maybe we'll get a frost, we'll see. But I was excited. I'm gonna take out my beans. Not yet. Not yet. So we're at one of Chet's fields now. Obviously less yield than mine. That's a no-brainer. But we're gonna drop a pan behind them. And then I got a little scale. And I'm gonna weigh the beans that we can then type into our Bushel Plus app, and it'll tell you your exact loss per acre. So let's drop a pan. Now, obviously we're on the headland in the dust, so this is not really the spot you want to set the combine, but I got time to spare. Okay, turn this on. It zeroes itself. Put our beans in there. Well, they weigh 0.0 grams, so that did me no good. Okay, pointless. Closing that. Shutting that off. Putting that away. He lost 2 beans. Can't use the app if they don't tell me any weight. 2 beans should weigh something. Alright, never mind. Well, it's another beautiful western Minnesota morning here. Chet and Brody are working on winterizing the sprayer. I just got done rinsing it out with Brody. But it's time for me to go spread fertilizer. We did get a frost last night. It got down below freezing. The grass and the ground was frozen this morning, so we will see if that speeds things up in the bean fields. But we don't have much beans that are ready for today. We kind of combined everything we could yesterday, so not a big rush to get back out there. Maybe tomorrow, maybe this afternoon, we'll see. But I'm gonna do some catching up on fertilizer. I got some edible bean ground that I got to spread, and then we harvested about 200 acres of soybeans that I got to go spread on, get them ready for corn next year. So I am out in the last edible bean field, the last one we harvested, prepping it for corn. Change of plans, we are going to go combining today. Randy found some, but I've got this machine dialed in really nice. Play around with the calibration numbers so it's spreading what I want it to spread. 222 pounds an acre, going 17 miles an hour, that's 205 acres an hour. The only reason I'm not going faster is that's when the auto track gets kicked out on this. And I don't really want to touch the steering wheel. So, I will have enough to finish this field, and then we're heading back to the farm. That is the nicest part about this. We put 45,000 pounds into it or whatever it was, and I'm just out here spreading for an hour or two. Truck driver goes to town, gets another load of fertilizer. It's his birthday, so he even stopped, got himself a burger in town, and he'll be back here if I need him, but I think I'm just going to dispatch him back to the farm because I'll have enough fertilizer to finish the acres here. So the large capacity, the ability to store a ton of fertilizer on this thing, I'm already liking it and missing it. I was missing it from this spring, so I'm glad it's back. Well, good news. I just spread the load that came with the truck was 48,900 pounds. I spread 49,260 on the acres I needed to spread that on. That's 0.6% off. We're calibrated.
So as you can see, we have a disappointed big Swede, but it is what it is. We did find a field yesterday to harvest some in, but hit or miss. We can't just go crazy. This ain't maybe what I'd call fit either, 14 to 15%. But I am along the edge and they're normally wetter. Anyways, it got down to 32 degrees last night for a few hours, so hopefully that will kill the plant or at least wound the plant so where it will start to shut down, and corn will maybe suffer some damages. I think it's late enough now where we won't harm any yield or test weight, but the problem is if you get a good hard frost, the fields all are dead, and 3 to 4 days later you can go and harvest every acre, and well, obviously you can't get to every acre in a day or two, so then you end up getting too dry of beans. So frost ain't always a good thing, especially at the beginning of the season like we have now, but it is what it is, I guess. Mother Nature, its own mind again. So we're about half done with this field. It's a half section, but the problem is we've been in here 2 times planting different planting dates, so we ain't gonna be able to do them all. We've been hacking around the edge, leaving 45 to 65 feet, I would estimate, around basically any edge of the field, just because they just are not ready at all. Actually, they're like 20% along the edge. So a guy likes to pull in and finish a field, but when they're not ready, they're not ready. We could grind them through, but they ain't gonna like it in the grain bin. They'll start rotting, and then you'll have bigger issues than coming back to a field. Soybean yield is definitely drastically down from what the last few years have been, but I was kind of gotten our timely rains that we needed, so you go into the low spots, they get 60, 65, but field averages have been kind of that 50-ish, give or take. We've had some under 50, we've had some 55. It's just all a matter of where that random popcorn shower hit the field, if it got any or didn't get any. Hilltops are like 35 bushel beans. It's all over the board. It's not consistent whatsoever. So I don't know if you can tell the 2 different varieties here. One's a lighter, very light brown. The other one's a darker brown. That's just the different genetics in soybeans. One is what we're combining currently, the darker ones. They are a 1-4, and those lighter ones are 12. It's different maturities. We came in later and planted that little area. It was quite wet. Well, that's it. Well, my goodness, I got dust on my face. That's it for tonight. Kind of digging this. When stuff ain't ready, it's kind of a slower go. You don't have to work so hard. You don't have to work when the conditions ain't right, like early in the morning. I'm gonna clean them up. We've done what we can do in this field. Maybe about 175 acres this afternoon. And we're close to home. So that'll be easy to come back to this one. Not like really far away. Them aerials are absolutely a necessity, but they sure blow a lot of trash. All leaves and stuff. A few of these that flew off the reel, but gotta clean them up. So when we're working on them, they're not so dirty and unhooking. Ah! Bean dust is a very itchy thing. Very. If you got allergies, this stuff ain't good on a guy. Fortunately, I do not have that issue. Brody, the dust is horrible!
Where's the leaf blower?
Yeah, where is the leaf blower? Oh, stop. I don't think I'll be recycling these clothes for a second day.
Good to go, Clint.
Dusted him out. Sorry, Brody. Oh, he's doing the same thing. One thing I'll say about the tracks this year, very, very rough. The ground is so hard because there's, well, it's not moist at all. It's very, very hard. So I feel like I'm riding on metal tracks, actually. They're kind of rough. Generally, they're not bad at all, but it's very bumpy. Radio check. Always radio check. Alrighty. West. Straighten it out. Deeper coming. West a little bit. 2 feet. Yep. We're good. Perfect. Let me strap her down and then you're ready to go.
Yeah, bad memory.